Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I am super excited because we are going to be testing out the newest launch from Fenty Beauty. This is their Bright Fix Eye Brightener. They retail for $25 US and you can find them in 16 different shades. I actually grabbed two different shades. This one is honey and this one is peach. I'm going to be swatching them for you guys. You get 0.34 fluid ounces worth of product, and this product has a shelf life of 12 months. As far as the details for these eye brighteners, they are meant to hydrate, to conceal, and they are also meant to brighten the under eye area. It's going to be very sheer but buildable coverage, so I'm not expecting to get like full coverage out of this alone. I am definitely going to be pairing it up with their Pro Filter concealer, and we'll see how it wears underneath the eyes. It's also supposed to be very long lasting, comfortable. I believe that it's not supposed to crease, if I remember correctly based on what I read. Yes, they are crease, humidity, and sweat resistant. So we'll see how they wear. So let's start off by swatching the two shades that I have. This is peach and this is honey. Peach is definitely more of a corrector shade, as you can clearly see. This one, more of a concealer shade. I also have two shades of their concealer. This is the 235 shade, which is a bit more on the warm, like yellow side, looks like that. And I also have this shade 240, which I grabbed because it matches the foundation shade that I use, which is 240. So there's 240, which as you can see is more neutral than the 235. As far as how to use these, the website does state that a little goes a long way. You can blend it out with either a finger, a brush, or a sponge. You can use it alone in order to just, brighten up the under eye area a little bit. You can use it as a corrector alongside their Pro Filter concealer, which is what I'm going to be doing today, or you can use it alongside another eye brightening shade in order to correct and conceal together. I was gonna do one side of the concealer with a corrector shade and then the other side, the corrector shade with the honey shade, but I think it might be too deep. So this is peach, and I'm gonna apply, oh, that's already too much. I think that's enough for both sides. Let me transfer some of this over here. And correct. I was gonna use a brush, but I think I'm just gonna use my fingers for the correcting shade here. And already you can see just how much this is helping underneath the eyes. The shade isn't too incredibly peach, so I can definitely see myself using this alone, especially for those days where like I don't want to apply a full face, but I do want to brighten the under eye area. This would be perfect. Very, very lightweight. And although I'm not using a lot, it's correcting a lot. Okay, so up close, this is looking so good. It's kind of like, I think it is meant to blur, right? I think it does mention that. Hold on. Okay, so yes, this is meant to kind of act as like a smoothing, blurring product. Let me zoom you guys in. I know I usually don't do it until the end, but let me zoom you guys in so that you can see exactly what this looks like up close. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. You see, it looks super smooth, really nice and natural underneath the eyes. I'm excited. All right, let me apply foundation onto the face. I am gonna skip the under eye area. I don't apply foundation underneath my eyes, so let me do that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Foundation is on. Let's move on to concealing. I'm gonna be using the shade 240 today because that matches my foundation shade. So we're gonna try to create a nice, even base here. Just applying a little bit of this concealer right here along the inner corner underneath the eye. Taking my deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques. This is their old one. This is what it looks like now. In case you guys are wondering, I know sometimes I probably confuse you guys when I use like their older one, which if you're looking for the deluxe crease brush and you're looking for this, you won't find it. This is what they look like now. But as you can clearly see, this is dirty. So I'm using the older one. Anyway, let's get back to this. All right, one side done. Let's move on to the left side. All right, so there it is, concealed, very hydrated, as you can see, since the light's definitely bouncing off of the under eye area, but I am gonna set it. I'm gonna set it not because I'm seeing that it's like creasing or settling into fine lines. It's actually not really doing any of that. I just don't like the shininess under the eyes because I feel like it brings attention to the hollows that are right there. So I'm gonna set it, but very lightly, and I'm gonna do it with the Fenty Pro Filter Loose Setting Powder. This one is in the shade Butter. So just grabbing a tiny, tiny bit of the powder, and I'm applying it underneath the eyes with the soft blend brush from Sigma. This is their number 60. So just looking up. So just like that, just to get rid of some of the shininess here. All right, so now that I've set everything, let me zoom you guys in so that you can get a closer look underneath the eyes. All right, so here it is up close. This is what we are starting our day with. So now that you've seen a close-up, let me apply the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, makeup is done, ready to continue with my day. It is currently 11:09, so I'm gonna be wearing this, of course, you guys know this. I'm gonna be wearing this all day long, and I'm gonna be coming back halfway through the day to show you some close-ups underneath the eyes, see what this eye brightener is doing, and you're gonna get to see all of that in natural lighting. So I'll see you back here in a few hours for my midday check-in. All right, so I'm back for a quick midday check-in. It is currently 4:16, so I've had this on for what, I wanna say a little over 5 hours, right? This is what it looks like up close. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I haven't felt it move around or break up really, and it doesn't look like it's doing any of that. I have been out a couple of times. It's hot, it's a little humid, and I was sweating earlier because I did mop my floors. Full face of makeup, mopping the floors. Gotta love it. Anyway, so I was really hot and I thought that my makeup might move around because I was a little sweaty, but no, it looks like it's still in place, still looking really good. Need to fix the lip situation, but the eyes, underneath the eyes at least, it still looks good. So yeah, we'll see how we end this one. I'm still kind of like, okay, don't get too excited because things can change, but 5 hours in, I'm pretty confident that this is going to continue to look really nice underneath the eyes. So yeah, we'll see though. We'll give it about another 3 hours or so just to call it a full day before I come back for my final check-in. So see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm back for my final check-in. It is currently 7:17, which means that I've had this eye brightener on for a good solid 8 hours, a full day. Now, before I get into what I think about this new product, I'm going to zoom you guys in one last time so that you can get a better look underneath the eyes after 8 hours of wear. All right, so here we are up close, 8 hours later. It is starting to look a little bit dry underneath the eyes to me, and I feel like the concealer is starting to look a little bit separated, like it is trying to separate from the corrector, if that makes any sense. But yeah, not too thrilled about how we're ending our day here. All right, so there you have it. That is the situation underneath the eyes after wearing this all day. To be quite honest, I'm on the fence about this. I'm on the fence about this one because as I look at it up close, I'm really like conflicted as far as what my own opinion is on it. Part of me thinks it looks a little too dry. Part of me thinks it's not that bad. Part of me thinks it's kind of separating. Part of me is like, well, not really. It's still okay. Like, I'm on the fence about this one. So I hate to do this to you guys. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't do this often. I try to always leave you with a yes, I like it, or no, I hate it, and here's why. But I feel like I want to continue to give this a few more tries just because of how beautiful it looked underneath the eyes when I first applied it in the morning. By itself, it looked so gorgeous. It looked so natural. It helped brighten. Granted, my dark circles were still there, but everything looked really nice and brightened underneath the eyes. It didn't look like orange or, you know, a completely different shade. It actually blended in quite well with my skin. So I want to try it on its own. I want to pair it with other concealers just to see if perhaps I find a better match, even though they do recommend that you use this with their Pro Filter concealer. I'm going to try to test it out a few different ways, and hopefully I can get this to look really nice all day long. So stay tuned for that. I will absolutely let you guys know in a future video. I'm thinking by the time I film my favorites video, which is a couple of weeks from now, I will absolutely have an answer for you by then. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you don't miss out on my May's favorites video, because yeah, I'll let you guys know there. So that completes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you perhaps found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.